Brandon Mahaney, thank you for joining us today, buddy. We appreciate you on the podcast.
It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I got very excited when I saw your shirt, so I'm like, we're going to have a good time today.
So where are you actually from originally?
I'm originally from Maine.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
So that's yeah, you're from out there.
Yeah.
Pretty far.
Yes, way out in the boondocks. And it's so funny because, growing up up there, it's like the impression of the South was, oh, it's a bunch of rednecks and,
I love that impression.
Backwards. And
I wanted to stay.
then I moved, well, and then I moved to Rockingham, North Carolina when my parents split, which is where I picked up this outrageous accent. And I realized, like, you just trade your snow machine for a side-by-side, and it's the same thing. The drawl is just on the consonants instead of the vowels, It's not ka.
Yeah, the more south you go, the more draw it gets.
Well, for me, when I lived in California, I was like, y'all are way more racist than we are in Texas. Because I was my first experience in San Diego, right? Because I lived in San Diego for a couple of years, and I get to the store and there's this what is it, Samoan, right? And there's a Samoan. He's just staring at me and he's all like, "Hey man, what the fuck?" And I was like, "The fuck's this dude's problem, right?" And that's all I was thinking. And the clerk guy, he's like, "Hey man, chill." And I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm not even doing nothing. Then that dude leaves and he tells me, "I know you Mexicans and Samoans hate each other." And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I just
like, since when?
Explain. I was like, I just got to this bitch. I did not go to the meeting about this. And then I learned that over there. And I was like, fuck, we don't have anything like that here. And my job, they would tell me like, "Hey, why are you talking to negritos?" And I'm like, "I know, they're pretty cool." And then they would just be like, "Oh, I don't know, man. We don't talk to them." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
What do you mean? They're
good
like, people?
It was totally different, man. So
but like even in Texas, it doesn't really get too racist until you start going towards like the behind the pine curtain.
The good parts.
That's like when you start. that's where I want to be.
The Jasper, Texas.
That's where all the like where Carthage and everything.
No, but yeah, I just never really had to. I guess because it's so heavily Hispanic here, you don't really notice a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, in Maine, the only racism I knew was against whites. There was no minorities. I never met any minorities till I moved to North Carolina. And then I was like, whoa, cool, because my only impression of black people was Cosby Show, 227.
227.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what's 227.
That was a TV show back in the day. It's called 227.
I don't even know that.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It's like that movie with the Brandon Fraser, Blast from the Past. He goes, "Oh my Lord, a Negro," because they lived in a bomb shelter all their life, so he's only read about them.
All his impression of black people are the good ones, right? The successful ones.
Exactly. I'm like, they know their dad. Like, he's a doctor. They're gonna go to college.
Orthodontist.
Like, they never even got beat.
They don't put an X in ask.
They all have good credit.
Exactly.
They know their fathers.
Their dad teaches them shit.
Their father came back with the milk.
I know, right? He didn't go out for cigarettes
with the pudding pops.
Right. Oh man, we're gonna get so much hate right now.
So that was your first that guy. That's crazy because I grew up here in San Antonio, so we had white, black, and us, of course. The one thing I didn't see much of is Asians. Like back in the 80s and 90s, I didn't see any Asians really in San Antonio. I'm sure there's some, don't get me wrong, but it was rare to see them, especially in the neighborhood I was in. It's all brown. We had like one Chinese person, and he was as beaner as they come.
That's right.
He was not at all like Chinese.
I'll hook up your subwoofer.
I know.
Yeah, because we didn't have an Asian student until I was in high school. We had one guy in elementary, and he looked Asian, but he was like a Mohau, so they nicknamed him Chino Mohau. So that was everyone in high school, or middle school, called him Chino Mohau. And then when we got to high school, we actually had a brother sister from China, and her name was Lucy Wang, and his name was Han Wang.
Oh, that's a good name.
And she was a dorky hot,
Because I don't know if you know this, but in Texas, Latinos, if you're Asian, you're automatically chinito or chinita. Like no matter what, like it doesn't matter what part of Asia you're from, you're Chinese. That's it. That's how we.
Yeah, the old school ones are gonna say that a lot. Yeah, chinito, chinita.
Yeah, like my dad used to say that all the time to my wife. Like, "Hey, how's your little chinita?" And I'm like, "She's Japanese, Dad." "Hey, it's the same shit." And I'm like, "Oh, so how's your little Cuban?" "I got a Mexican girl." And I was like, "It's the same shit." And he gets, "Oh, no, it's not." And I'm like, "Okay, bitch, like same fucking thing." But so you had a culture shock in North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Did you meet the hood blacks though?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was awesome. Yeah.
He goes, I got robbed.
I got robbed plenty of time.
It was interesting. I mean, I just didn't really, like I said, I had no like negative perceptions, and so I really didn't have too many bad interactions. And I was like, then my dad, my parents, they're extremely racist, so like I would tell a story, and he would, his active listening, he would repeat back what he heard with the racial epithets included. And I'd be like, I don't think you can say that anymore, Dad, and
I'm born in a different time.
Dude,
Yeah.
my dad's the same. My dad, when he was alive, bro, he was fucking same way, dude. Like, that's the way all the old school people are, man. They don't give a shit.
I think my dad maybe have some racism, but I don't think my mom is. Like, she's just that pure-hearted woman. She's like that gospel woman who just loves everything.
hell yeah.
But so what made you move to North Carolina, anyways?
Well, my parents split, and
okay.
then my stepdad got a new job, and so we did that, moved down there, and just kind of bounced back and forth like on summers and Christmases and stuff, and then kind of stayed in the Carolinas. After that, I went to the Citadel Military College of South Carolina in Charleston. I was an outstanding cadet.
Oh, outstanding, huh?
Horrible student. Like, I had the shiniest shoes and the lowest GPA. It was,
They're all infantry.
that was the goal.
It's all you, infantry. Come on. Okay.
That was
Who you
it.
fooling?
11 Bravo. Let me go.
So you were in the Army?
I was. I joined the National Guard, and at the Citadel, that's the only job you can have is like the reserves or the National Guard. And so after that, I was like kind of stuck in the South Carolina area for drills, and 9/11 happened, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's my chance.
It's time to get some hot
Time to shine.
Yeah.
The other kind of brownies, the ones that la 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 la. Those
Now I'm really gonna be racist.
Now we can go.
The
Yeah.
goat fuckers, the. Hey, but that's so. Did you have any tours overseas?
Yeah.
Where'd
I started volunteering September 12th, 2001. And
Next day,
like literally,
me in,
I'm
coach.
ready.
like, let's do this. Once the phone lines were restored, I was the first guy. Like, I'm on the list, right? And so it took 6 years for our number to get called, and it's kind of crazy. Like, so I was a child of the 90s. I enlisted in 97 when the Balkans War was just heating up. And I was like, this is great because according to Pauly Shore, the National Guard and Reserves are the first ones to get called up in the Army now.
Yeah, in the Army
And
now. I was
so
going to say
all
that
I
was a
gotta
good
do is get through basic, and then I can go die for my country in Croatia or some shit.
Yeah, that was when they were
That was a good movie, by the way.
they were trying to genocide the Muslims out there, right?
I didn't care. I just wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah, I remember that was during the Clinton administration.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had no context. I was just a young guy, and I thought the best thing I could do with my life was just to die for my country. So I was Lieutenant.
Damn, you were ready to
Banning it.
sacrifice. Like,
Oh yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that was my thing. And then like,
Did you think you were going to get 72 virgins too, or what? What was this about?
no,
dude, imagine that. Like, you're just ready to sacrifice. You just put on
That's
Creed
what-
and just.
I was
I'm
just-
ready.
Put on Creed.
That'll be my going away song. I was to put on fucking My Sacrifice from Creed or what's this life for?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So you joined 97 and all that shit was going on.
yeah.
And
And
you're
then
ready.
it turned into a peacekeeping mission, and I was so pissed. And then 9/11 happened. And I was like, fuck yeah. But then by like 2002, I kind of started working on myself and figuring out like, why is it that I want to just like go jump on a hand grenade?
That's
like,
what I was gonna ask too. I was like, well, why were you so ready for the
He
ultimate
was, ready,
sacrifice?
he was ready. He was so tired of that plain white life in Maine, I guess.
I'm telling you. I mean, it was literally, I grew up in a very small town in Maine, and there was not a lot to do there. And then when I go to North Carolina, it's like your options are chicken plant, racetrack when it comes by, because we had a NASCAR track, and you know, it's like you're gonna stay here, or you can go to college, do the military. So I was like, I gotta check all the above. Like I joined the Guard, applied to college. Like first step, get the fuck out of Rockingham, North Carolina. Second step, figure out how to die for my country as a hero. Like after that,
I want
like,
the best death ever.
right? I'm like, Arlington, baby, let's fucking go. You know, then I kind of resolved a little bit of my childhood issues and started realizing, like, you know, maybe I have more to contribute. And so right about the time my enlistment was up and I was getting ready to go out, we finally got a warning order to go.
He's like, I don't want to die anymore. Hey, come on, son. You're going to
It's your time to go
the
now.
desert to go kill some Hajis.
Shit.
Damn, that's fucked
Well,
up.
and the thing is, it's like it was at a point where I had an option. I could go out, or I could just extend and go with my boys that I trained to go do the thing with. And especially because at that point, after 2003, we were in Iraq. And it's like in 2003, when they were rolling into Baghdad, Third ID was rolling into Baghdad on their tanks. We're literally watching our bumper numbers, our tanks, Third ID was using to roll into Baghdad. And me and my buddy are sitting on the cot because we were doing guard duty at Fort Jackson. That was what our volunteering got us. We got to do guard duty so the MPs could go to Iraq. And we're watching our tanks roll into Baghdad. And we're like, man, that was our fucking war, man. And I was like, fuck it. It's just not going to happen. That's two down. Like, and then, you know, I'm like, and then it's like, oh no, we're going. So it's like, all right. I guess everyone wants to be a gangster till it's time to do gangster shit.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, because I used to when I lived in San Diego, I used to work in Camp Pendleton with all the Marines, and they were all gun ho to go. Like they were all like, yeah, this fucking war is great because we go over there 9 months, we get paid like a motherfucker, come back, it's all tax free. And
what's that called? You get like a hazard pay, right? Something like that.
It's all tax free, man. So 2003 was wild, man. They were kicking in doors, door by door. We actually had somebody on he was a medic during that time. Just recently, he was talking about it. He goes, I saw human lasagna everywhere. And I was like, God damn, that's fucked up. But so where did you end up getting shipped off to? Afghanistan or Iraq?
Yeah, we went to Afghanistan where we don't have any tanks.
Where you secure the poppy fields?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That's essentially what I mean, you skipping through 6 months of bullshit. Like the police chief, we were the first embedded police training teams. We had already been working with the military. We had embedded training teams with the Army. And so they were like, hey, this is normally a special forces thing, but like they got a lot of high value targets and you guys got like civilian skills. You know how to work with civilians. Like you guys go train the police and then they can go do special forces type shit. And we're like, okay, cool. And so we're doing that. And the first police chief that we got assigned to, we were in Panjwai district, which was the worst area in Afghanistan. It was literally the home of the Taliban, where it erupted from. And our police chief was the largest opium grower in the province. And he was working directly for Hamid Karzai's brother, who was the governor of Kandahar province, who was the largest opium exporter in Afghanistan and the president's brother. And we were getting, you know, good intel and like getting our police to go kick in doors and secure, you know, weapons caches and stuff that ended up just being rival poppy fields that the police chief then just confiscated, took over, and he's like, it's mine now.
Yeah, we're just working on behalf of cartel bosses.
Literally.
Yeah, because you see the heroin addiction rise dramatically when we went to Afghanistan. And like they even have a video of them just talking about guarding poppy fucking fields, and it's like, is this what we're doing here? Like,
I had no idea about any of
it's
that.
another Iran Contra kind of situation where we're bringing cocaine in, now we're bringing opium in. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Europe was loving it. That's where all the everything was getting manufactured, going from opium. Morocco and Europe are the two main first destinations, and then also go up to Turkey and go out that way, but end up in Europe. But they don't do any of the processing in country, and it's okay for them to grow it, even though it's haram, because they're not consuming it, and it's not for Afghan use. They're sending it to the Europeans, so fuck them. Oh, sorry.
No,
We're
you're
on
good.
Rumble.
No, dude.
No.
Rumble. All right.
No,
Yes.
no.
We don't give a fuck. Now.
No,
Just go ahead
but,
and say what you got to say.
But the thing was, because I've read a lot of articles about what happened afterwards. A lot of Afghans did get addicted to heroin, and then the Al Qaeda came in and gave them that hardcore treatment, like you're gonna get off, and they basically put them in a room and didn't let them at all do any drugs, and that eventually got a lot of them off of it. So
Damn,
it did.
all through with
Yeah, they were like,
withdrawals.
yeah. So they
I mean, that's lucky. When we would have to go, when I first got there and we were waiting for our assignment and our equipment and everything, we were in Kabul, in the capital. It's pretty much like the green zone. Not much is happening there other than, junkies going to the ruins right outside the base wall to get high, because if they use in their village, they'll get stoned to death. Their elder will pull them out in the square, and everybody will take turns chunking rocks at them. So they go hide in the ruins, and then we would get called out on a quick reaction force to clear the ruins. They're right there. We got it. And it's some guys shooting up and just trying not to die and deal with their addiction, living in the poorest country in the planet. And it's like,
that's crazy. So you would be out on a mission. They'd be like, what do you mean by ruins? It's just like
right on the other side of the wall. So
it would just be a wall, and they would just be in the like you just walk in and see dudes just shooting up everywhere.
So basically, Camp Phoenix was an old Soviet base from when the Soviets were there in the 80s.
And they didn't do that well.
No. Well, and they didn't play nice on the way out either. They scorched the earth all the way back to USSR, and
they never do play nice.
And so basically, the base that we took over from them, and we kind of just expanded it a little bit with some HESCO barricades and whatnot. They had literally just blown up every building that was close to the perimeter wall, so that there would be no way to hide when you approach the base. And so there would be like buildings that used to be like 2-3 stories tall, and it's just like columns and maybe a couple rooms left on the first floor and all this rubble. And, the junkies would just go in there at night and do their thing. And then we'd have to go roll them out like NYPD or something, and send them back to their village to deal with, I guess. However, it was.
How big were those poppy fields? Like the biggest one you saw? Like what are we talking?
How far can you imagine?
Oh, so it's just as far as I can see, you just see poppy.
So it's the way it works is that the opium growing is all sharecropping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And so the farmers who are growing the opium are working for the landowner. And then so after they do the opium, then they do a season of hemp, hash.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they're allowed to grow whatever crops their family can live on, and before the next opium season starts again. So when we moved down south, it was right at the opium harvest, and it was at the planting of the hash. And so when we got there, the stalks were like maybe 2 foot tall.
Damn.
And then within like 6 months, it taller than your Humvee.
God,
So those are massive then.
Oh yeah, I was a gunner, and standing up on top of my Humvee, I still couldn't see over the
So
weed.
they're past the horizon and everything.
Oh yeah, as far as you could see, like
Jesus
the cool
Christ.
where we were, it was Spir Gar. It was a school that the Taliban had repurposed as a training center because it was the only high point for like 9 kilometers in that area. And so 2005, right before 9 months before we rolled in there, it was the largest special forces operation in history. Went in there and cleared that whole Horn of Panjwai out, retook the school. They turned it into special forces compound, and it was fantastic. And we got there, and the Canadians had taken over, and it was just our 3 Humvees and some Canadians. And yeah, when you'd go up to the observation point that they had built up to the top, as far as you could see on the horizon in every single direction.
Just poppy seed.
Think about
plants.
the manpower
That's
of just
crazy,
planning
yeah.
all that shit. Man. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. I remember seeing all that stuff and like, oh man, we didn't do nothing good out there. we did nothing.
Well,
I mean, I know there's some people, because I have some veterans too, and they said there was a lot of good out there. But I know the the opium situation was very bad. How would the locals treat y'all? Did you interact with them a lot?
Up north, yeah. Up north, I started learning Dari, which is the Afghan version of Farsi, which is Iranian, Persian. So when I was working the gate up there, I would be working the personnel search line and just be fucking with people in Dari because I thought it'd be awesome. Because, they need to be in on the joke. It's not fun just to make fun of them. They don't get it.
He's like, I'm trying to be a comedian.
Exactly.
He's
Yeah.
doing stand-up, all offensive stand-up to these fucking
Literally,
Afghans.
I'd be like telling them, like, stop, I'm going to search you, turn around, and then, like, bend over. I put my hands on their shoulder and be like, bend over in their ear.
Is that where it all started?
Oh, dude,
then I was
that was just continuous. Well, that's the greatest thing about military humor, unlike jail humor. The gayer you can make it, the funnier it is.
Oh yeah, dude. I lived with nothing but Marines for 2 years, dude, and it was madness. It was awesome, but definitely, yeah. When you tell those jokes in prison, it's like it doesn't hit the same. That doesn't hit the same.
Don't take it seriously.
I know they're like, oh, so you're ready to hook up or what? Fuck.
That's what you want to do it now. Or what?
So you would just joke with them and all that. And did they know that they understand afterwards, or did they get it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and the funniest thing too was like the learning process, right? Because I mean, I'm just a guy, Gene, learning the language, and I would mess stuff up all the time.
Kaijin.
And I would be like the first time, for instance, I've got a bit about this. The first time I was trying out the bend over trick on him, I told him humbigi, and like everybody started laughing, all the interpreters laughing. I'm like, hell yeah, I knew that shit was gonna pop, dude. All right. And then like the guy like turns around and looks over me and he kind of like winks and smiles and shit. And one of the interpreters comes up to me and he's like, what do you think you just said? And I was like, I told him bend over. And he was like, nah, dude, you told him let me put my finger in your ass.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, what? And I turn around and look and guy's like, humbigi. Every time I saw that motherfucker, for the rest of the time I was at Camp Phoenix, he'd be like, humbigi.
He's all, so I fucked him.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, no. He said,
That'd be fun. That'd be the great end of the story. You should say that, right? So whatever, every time I saw him, he acted gayer and gayer, so I banged him.
So I just got it over with.
I had to fuck the day away.
Well, you gotta watch out those Afghan boys, bro.
Only on Thursday, man. Only on
So
Thursday.
okay, I do want to ask: did you ever see those Afghan boys, the ones that dance for the?
Bachai Barish, yeah.
What do they call them again? Say it again.
Bachai Barish.
And what does that mean? I thought we were gonna do a comedy podcast. We end up doing military.
I know you're stuck on the subject.
Dude, it's so cool.
I
though.
told you JRE. We got 3 hours. It's all right. We're gonna roll it.
We got
so
about an hour and a
Bachai
half.
Barish. There's like the closest thing would be like little fuck boy,
Nice.
T boy, like shy boy, like it's
Getting sexier.
Like so.
Go on. What else?
So I got a little
So
chub.
in Afghan culture, like this ends up getting really deep because there's no like one unified culture. There's like 200 different ethnicities and tribes in that country. They don't see themselves as Afghans. they see themselves as Tajiks, Pashtun, whatever. So, but like the predominant like Afghan culture, like before Islam was, it's okay to utilize young men. It was very Greek. It's okay to tutor boys and show them how to be men of society, and you can vouch for them in the social circles, and in return, they're your little bachai barish.
That's a sensei I do not want.
No.
Or do I?
And and it was the kind of same thing that would happen like in Spartan culture.
Yeah.
They would have to find a patron in the older men's circle to mentor them and then stand for them and introduce them into the circle of men. And, you'd have some patrons that were like, hey, this is how you hold a spear. And then you'd have some that were like, this is how you hold my spear.
I also they used to like be lovers, so they would fight harder for each other because there was like more to it than just the friend,
And so,
but yeah, that's fucked up. Dude.
in like in Afghan
Fucking Greeks,
culture,
brother.
like
We're all facts.
It's a bunch of facts.
all these fucking like man, like that's the what was it? The one with the Leonidas, the 300.
Yeah.
A bunch of buff dudes just banging each other out. They were just fighting for one another.
there's a reason why Greek is a euphemism for anal.
I know. Yeah, I remember the first time.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, that's where it comes from. But I remember
I thought the Mormons made that up.
No, the first time I remember hearing that, I remember this chick told me I don't really do Greek, and I said, "What the fuck is that?" And she goes, I don't like to fuck in my ass. I said, "Oh, that's gay."
Oh, get outta here.
I know, what the fuck.
Like, don't waste my time.
Like a VHS over here.
these nuts.
Well, like, can I at least eat it? Like,
Yeah, because I've heard the whole, they say women are for breeding, boys are for fun.
Yeah.
Like that's what they believe.
And it's not gay if you're not married.
I thought you still do it if you're married.
Well, yeah, but it's you have to be more covert about your shit because you can get in real trouble for being gay when you're married. Your wife can have a reason to leave you.
I would think so. Yeah.
You're out there fucking these little boys all night.
guys and shit. You hear this, Dave? He's on. What the hell are they talking about?
That is wild though, man. God damn.
And like the first time I ever saw it in person was on patrol. And the thing about Afghan people in the street is like there's no traffic laws, there's no stop signs, there's no lights, there's no signs, there's
Just mass chaos.
get in where you fit in. There's donkey carts and 18-wheelers side by side. And when they go to cross the road, you be watching parents and families go to cross the road and they just inshallah straight across the road, don't look, just go. Like if God wills it, I'm gonna make it across the street.
It's like Frogger.
Yeah. but they don't even they just walk straight. And if like they get hit, oh well, it's God's will I was gonna get hit today. And I'm like, wow, that's faith on a whole new level. And then we're on a short halt, right? And we're just chilling on a corner. And my boy Bryson needed some cookies. So he was at the shop getting cookies. And I'm just looking at this intersection. And then I see this old guy come up with this kid. And the little kid went to go running across the street like everybody else. And the old man grabbed his hand and pulled him back and then looked both ways and then walked across the street. And I said, damn, that's a good grandpa right there. That's what's up, dude. And I yelled, I got the terp over. I'm like, how come grandpa be taking care of his grandkid, but like everybody else be like, fuck this shit. And he's like, that's not his grandkid.
I was
That's his property.
God damn.
That's his investment.
I've always heard about that. I've heard
they have harems and everything. Right?
Yeah, a lot of veterans talk about that little boy culture that they have. Like they would see dudes in trucks with like 5 little boys and like.
And also, it's rape culture is a thing. It's like a way to prove that you're alpha. Like I raped you, so you're my bitch.
I know, and thank God the Democrats want to import all those people. I mean, that's what we need here.
Yeah,
I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Yeah, it is crazy.
Getting bullied in school over there is like you're not just gonna get your ass beat. You'll get your ass beat, then you're getting ass fucked.
Yeah,
gang rape.
that's fucking.
And then they're gonna go to work on you.
I mean, talk about bullying on a whole new level. Jesus Christ,
right?
I know. So it's not gay if you're not married.
Right.
I kind of tell myself that with ladyboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
She's a lady boy.
and see the trick.
There's lady in the name.
The trick to that too, though, is like there's a surplus of unwed males because females were not like prized possessions as children. People want to breed to have a male heir. So to get a wife, you got to pay a dowry. And there's lines of dudes that are trying to hook up with any single available female from the time she starts her period till she's like, I don't know, I think 15, you're just too old to marry. I don't know, but
Spoiled milk.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Thailand, man, they had this. They had dowries there, and if it was fucking weird because I remember the first chick I ever hooked up with, she was just talking to me and she starts talking about like, oh yeah, well these are the things that you would have to do before we get married. And I was like, oh whoa, I didn't know we're getting married.
Slow down. I just
know,
met you right now.
I was like, damn, all right, I didn't know this was happening. And it starts telling me the dowry price, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And at the time I didn't know what it was. Now I know. And it was this outrageous number. And I was like, what Thai can afford that? And of course, because I was a foreigner, she thought I could afford it. And I was like, I don't know if you know, I'm an English teacher in Thailand. Like, I'm not out here like a CEO of a company. Like, fuck, I don't have that money. And I wasn't trying to marry the bitch anyways, but I was like, what the fuck is this?
We'll just keep dating. We won't get married ever.
You know what? I already had sex. I'm kind of feeling tired.
Let's get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, get some cigarettes.
So let's that's awesome, man. We could talk about that all day with me and you.
Let's do a 180 real quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
What's your number one top anime right now?
Oh God, we went to the darkness.
Man.
Yeah, we're gonna go all weeb right now. John, take a back seat. Go smoke a cigarette real quick.
I'll go get another beer.
I've been falling asleep to Solo Leveling.
Yes. Oh, I was gonna fucking ask for Solo Leveling. Honestly, God is my witness. I was gonna ask for Solo Leveling. Jinwoo. Yes. Thank God.
You're happy that you're falling asleep to it?
No, because he said he fell asleep, but I wanted Solo Leveling to come out of his mouth right now. Like,
everybody's all in love with that one.
I mean,
it's great.
It is, and it's like I work so much. I go into work at 7:30. I get off at 4, and then I go straight into comedy. I get off at like 10. I go home. I have like 22 minutes.
He watches it.
Oh, you mean you're falling asleep to it? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
No,
like
that's
it's boring. I was
No.
like,
You will never find anyone who will say it's boring.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, it's
No.
just like I'm like watching it, and the next thing you know, my alarm clock's going off. Like, get the fuck up, asshole!
Did you read the manga on that one?
What's that?
Did you read the manga?
No. I have. Oh man, I the last manga and probably my favorite, and they fucked it up with the anime was Blade of the Immortal.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say One Punch Man.
Blade of the Immortal
I like
all the
One Punch
way.
Man.
Like, I mean, and like Manji, the main character, he's got like the original swastika on his kimono, and like he's unkillable until he kills the 1,000 people that like violated his sister, and every time he kills people, their weapons get added to
People
his.
understand.
are you talking about the original swastika? You're talking about the Buddhist sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
okay.
like mirrored. It's
I
mirrored.
know
And it's
the,
not-
the mirrored one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's straight up.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
not angled.
Okay, let me tell you why I know why it is. So when I was teaching in Thailand, the kids would write that on their papers all the time, and they would put it on there, and I thought it was a swastika. And this me being stupid, and then they would scribe it on their desk, and I kept telling all the kids like, "Why are you doing that? That's bad." And then I got called to the office, and they're like, "Hey, we have a complaint that you're telling all the kids that the religion's bad." And they go, "We know you're American and y'all are Christian," and I was like, "I'm not Christian. I'm not like religious." And they're all like, "Oh, but we know like in America you do the cross and all that." And I was like, "No, they're writing a swastika." So I was in my head like an idiot, right? I'm like, "No, they're writing a swastika. I thought that was bad." And then they go, "No, do you not know what this is?" And I was like, "I didn't know." And then they told me that's the temple, the Buddhist temple signs that they have. And they go, "What you're talking about is with Hitler, but he put it at an angle."
Yeah.
And because it was like progressing, right? Like they were progressing.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh." So the whole time I was telling a bunch of fucking Asian kids that their religion was bad. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. And I was apologizing. I was like, my bad, bro. I didn't know.
To be
what I
a
was doing.
fly in the PTA room on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
You know,
I know,
we
they're
got
just
some complaints
like,
about
what-
your new teacher.
I know, what a fucking piece of shit this guy is telling us our religion is terrible. And I felt like a piece of shit. I was like, oh, dude, that's bad.
Proselytizing to our children.
But yeah, man, it's like Solo Leveling was a game changer, man. Like came our way. Like I know the first episode that you rarely get an anime with the first episode just fucking bam, just catches you. So much fucking gore. He gets massacred.
Yeah.
His whole team leaves him.
Dude, yeah. And another great one is Sword Art Online.
Yes.
The whole both, and then went into the gun.
I didn't see the gun one.
Dude, that was.
I saw like the first
It
3
wasn't
episodes.
as good, but it was a
but you don't get the love story at the same time, kind of, you know.
yeah. It was a good arc though.
But I like the arc because it gave you a gamer's point of view, the MP and everything, the HP. It was fucking amazing.
Dude, I used to when that came out, I was like, dude, what a dream to be locked in VR, like MMORPG, bro.
But by the same time, if you die in the game, you die in the real world. So you have to be.
What was that?
But,
Ready Player
but he-
One, right? Where they're like in a VR world all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
that
kind
was
of like
the
that.
Spielberg ripoff.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
that, but
Also,
but-
Spielberg ripped that off from the anime.
yeah. So
I
it's
did not know
kind of like that. But what happens is that the creator of the actual headset wanted like a perfect world and everything, and he locked every gamer in. Meaning, if you take the headset off, you die.
Well, that was like Ready Player One, where they're like in this, like they go back to the '90s, right? Because it's all
Yeah, but
nostalgia.
They're not in prison though. Like
Oh, but they
So-
are
so-
in prison. They're like living in a prison, but that's
No,
the
no,
only
no.
way of escaping.
yeah, but the thing is here is that when you have to put a headset.
I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
So you put the headset on. There's a chip that reads the what is it, like the spine, the brain cells, and
Yeah.
it goes to your spinal cord. And he locked every player in, and he told them in a warning that if anyone in the real world removes your helmet, you die automatically. That's it. 'Cause
Oh,
it
shit.
disrupts the brain signal.
but it's on game time too. So,
So
like,
everyone's watching
every day is only like an hour. So they're living out like 30 years in the game, and they were only locked in for like a year or something.
no, I
So it's
think-
like DMT.
yeah,
But there was a lot of ripoffs from Solar Online. They're like, what was the other one? Infinite Dentagram was kind of one of those two, but they weren't locked in. It was more of a fight to survive in the virtual world, but they weren't really locked in. But I mean, Solo Leveling was actually the biggest fucking game changer for me, man. Because like you like everyone was on Demon Slayer. I'm like,
It's great.
okay, yeah, it's great. It's great, but it's more of a new
Demon Slayer makes me want to be a better person.
No, because there was too many noobs who were like, "Yeah, I love anime." Like, what do you like? Demon Slayer. What else?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, everyone was naming the big threes, and even though Demon Slayer was not the big three, it was like it was AOT. It was one. Damn it! Fuck. What was it?
One Piece.
One Piece. And I forget what the third one was. Bleach.
Have you seen the One Piece live? Live?
No.
I know everybody's black now in season 2. Almost everybody's black.
Dude, it's fucking Netflix, of course.
I know.
Not-
It's like fucking Disney.
Yami's sister's black. Okay.
Yeah.
And Brooks was never black.
No, but also, you know the one that goes yeah in that one island where they're with number 3.
Oh, with the
Yeah, with the
hair.
curls?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's black,
Yeah,
too.
he's black. Yeah.
and then the princess is black.
Why, I mean, why not?
Well, it's
I mean, fucking Luffy's a beaner. You might as well just fucking. You might as well have bean and cheese in the fucking boat.
He really hates,
have a Jalisco on there, dude. So
he really hates that Luffy's a beaner, bro.
and
He hates it.
the reason why I hate it because like I tried watching One Piece years ago, man. I'm talking about years ago, and I couldn't get I didn't like the anime, the way they drew everything because I was so into like my first animes, of course, was Cardcaptor Sakura. It was Sailor Moon, and it was Dragon Ball Z, and it was Gundam Wing. I was a big Gundam fan from Robotech and to all the way up to the Gundam Seed and everything. And then I saw this one, I was like, dude, that's fucking. I'm not gonna watch this cheap ass shit. Like I might as well just fucking watch some American shit.
America does ruin anime all the time.
Well,
And, like,
back in the day, though, in the 80s, man, Voltron, when they were
Voltron?
working with Mattel to like sell toys, and they were contracting out to like Sunrise Entertainment.
Yeah, that's what they
to do
created all that.
Transformers and like Voltron, and like that was what, honestly, as a kid, that was when that was me as like 1984. I'm like 6 years old, 5 years old, watching that, and I'm like, this is amazing. G.I. Joe, like this is amazing,
That's what you're my brother's
we're
age,
watching
yeah.
He-Man. We're watching all that shit.
dude. Yeah.
But like going back to like One Piece is like I don't mean to cut you off, but like you have like the moment you start watching it and you start learning the whole system of the characters, you know there's over 1,000 characters in there, and they mention them all the way through. And
Yeah, they always the ones that hate Luffy always end up helping Luffy and all that.
oh, dude, who was it's the Swan, Mr. Swan?
Yeah.
he's
Oh, the
he's
gay one?
He's
The one that helps him
he's like
out of the prison?
Straw boy.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like the OG. Like, and I saw this one meme, and it was like they were showing a bunch of anime characters, and it was like, if you don't know this guy, you are not a fucking OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans. Damn.
He's
you're
thinking
not
of that tranny dude,
damn.
dude. That's what he's thinking
You're not a One Piece fan. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking
Bitch,
true.
you know after this pod's over, he's gonna get that tranny fucking OF.
No, I already got it. I got Dave. I got Dave over here in the background with my phone. He's getting all down.
Thank you, Dave, by the way, for doing this. But yeah, he's definitely getting that OF, dude. He's gonna get it.
Hell yeah. She needs
Yeah.
it.
She needs the help, guys.
Support
Hey,
her. Go support
promote her OF in the Trump voice.
I'm telling you right now, Alexa Irizarry, she's a wonderful person, a wonderful voter. She agrees that trans is a mental health disease, people. I'm telling you, you don't get a lot of trans women willing to say that. That's a very rare character. She's very rare indeed. I'm telling you, $10 a month, that's a hell of a deal. And I know because I wrote the art of the deal. And I'm telling you, I know a thing or two about deals.
She has a hammer too.
Oh, and she's got a wonderful jackhammer. I'm telling you right now, she can take you straight to Pound Town.
That's the best one. Straight
to Panda.
She'll take you straight to Pound Town, dude. Oh my god, that was the
Okay.
fucking apex.
What's your take on Bleach?
Well, okay. So I love it. I watched.
It took a long time
God,
to get to 1,000-Year Blood War, unless you read the manga. And here's my deal with manga: is that I hate reading it because like I fucked up on Chainsaw Man. I fucked up bad because now I know what's gonna happen. So I'm like, God damn it, you know.
Yep.
I rather watch the art piece of the director who's gonna create the system, because you know the manga is always gonna be beautiful. Great drawing, great, just great everything. And the moment you get there, I'm like, damn, this sucks. Like I fucked it up with fucking Demon Slayer.
Well, and I mean that's the thing with like comic books too. It's like the frames allow you to fill in the blanks with your imagination, and so the fights are more epic because you're visualizing it in your head, and then you see it animated, and it's like, especially with some Gundam, it's like, yo, that was weak. That was weak as fuck. Like, you know, in the manga, that was like a 3 episode arc, you know, and you wrapped it up in 2 minutes, and that was
Ruined everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like season. What was it, season 3 with One Punch? They fucked it up bad. Because the manga was so well detailed. Like that artist put every fucking inch of penciling into that shit.
And then
We're definitely tapping into that 13-year-old virgin demographic here. I just want y'all to know that this is so much fun.
I know.
We're talking about jackhammering bitches, and now we're talking about fucking Bleach. What the hell's this shit?
Oh, you're the fucking dork here.
Bleach was a lot like
Okay, well then fuck it. Let's go to hentai. You want hentai? Let's go to High School Double D.
It's like, man, those 13-year-old virgins are gonna love this combo. I'm just fucking
pretty much my demographic. That's my audience, guys.
It's very rare when I get an anime fan, so I'm like,
it's like
fucking
curling your
excited.
hair again, like with the trends.
My favorite mic happens to be at a card shop, and they're literally playing like
I was just fucking
D&D.
around by the way.
Yeah, that's literally my people. Like, it's cool. That's the whole thing. Is like COVID made me realize like I can be the guy I thought I could be when I was a kid. Like I just have to do it.
I never played D&D, man. Have you?
No.
Yeah, I never played that. I was getting pussy when I was younger.
I was playing Zelda when I was younger.
I actually got
living the good life
with my with
the humble life.
with my penis that's out all the time. One of those.
Well, and that was the thing. Like, I could never really.
Look, he's getting mad. Like he's about to say, I gotta sleep on mine. What of it?
I'm not. I don't pee on my balls, so I'm all right.
He's I pee on my excess skin. Though.
My actual balls have an indentation where my wiener lays between. Bam.
Hell yeah.
I got a little red marker on the head of my wiener.
Thanks for that description.
Hits my thigh right here. Everywhere I walk, it slaps me.
So let's do a 180.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to end this soon. We've been at it for like 2 hours. So, what's something that you would? What's your future look like? What do you hope for it?
Oh man, just continued progression. A lot of people compete with other people. I compete with myself. I've always been like an individualistic person. I think everyone who grows up in Maine, like, you got to know how to take care of yourself in a 3-foot snowstorm in the woods. You got to be a rugged individual. And so really when I'm looking at my performances, like, I'm not trying to be necessarily the best guy on the show. I'm just trying to deliver the best version of that set. Because, especially with the brain damage, like, things can happen and then I'll get off track in the middle of a show and like completely abandon the game plan and just start working on like whatever's happening or whatever popped up and just neglect like some really good jokes. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta stay, do my stuff,
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, it's like, I'm literally, I'm like Michael Jordan. I record, that would sound way narcissistic.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, okay, hold on.
I
don't really want to be good, but I'm like Michael Jordan.
Not saying I'm good, but I'm like Michael Jordan.
Well, yeah, that was
No, I know what you're saying. No, you mean
keep on, yeah.
You mean like the precision that he put, the dedication that he put towards his
he
craft.
would watch all of his games.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
watched
I found out too.
everything, and he
He'll
watched
watch all of his
and
shit.
he would pick apart every single one. He'd be like, I should have set that pick here. I should have done a layup here.
He was
I should've-"
obsessive, yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I am with everything I do. Like, I'm doing electrical work. Like, I'll wire up a panel. I'll be like, that's just hot. And then I'll go back and I'll be like, oh man, I could have like made that look cleaner. Like, I'm always obsessed with like doing better than I did last time and just growing as a person and a professional. And so I'm also like my hardest critic too, which is weird because like there's times when I come off stage and I'm just like, fuck, and people like my butt, dude, you fucking killed it, and I'm just like,
But that's good because that's what keeps you like grounded and humble. Because
Yeah.
when you just think you're the shit, it doesn't help you any because you're just like, oh, I'm badass, man. Oh, I killed it. When you just think like I killed it all the time. I'm the same way. I fucking hate myself all the time. I'm like, that was a terrible podcast. Like, what? I didn't even try. I should have did this. I could have said this. And like when you're talking all the time, it's like, man, why didn't I bring this up? This is really funny. And I get mad at myself all the time when I don't even like to relook at my podcast no more because I just get mad at myself. I'm like,
Neither do
fuck. I know. I'm like, God damn, I look like a fucking idiot out there.
I'm not gonna look at this loser.
It's like, look at this fat piece of shit. Ain't that you? Shut up. You shut your whole mouth. But yeah, it's crazy. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like the first year I videotaped everything and that I had to stop because it's literally like, it's hard enough listening to myself speak, but like watching myself, it's like, oh, exactly, like, you fat fucking piece of shit.
He's just showing it at a party, right? He's like, hey, look at this loser. It's all, that's you, bro.
Oh, is that? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. God damn, this dude
I mean, he's pretty
sucks.
awesome, isn't he?
No, but I mean, in a healthy way, you should critique yourself and want better because if not, you're never going to get better. It's like, was it St. Pierre when UFC, he always said, never like doubt your enemy, because when people get too confident, like, I could beat his ass, that's when you fuck up. And that should be the mentality for a lot of people in anything you do. Like, I'm not I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm the best, and I'm just gonna just coast on what I got. Nah, you got to get better all the time.
Anderson Silva with Chris Weidman.
Fluffy just had an interview with Shannon Sharp, and he was talking about how he doesn't take any vacation. He just like hustles all day in his craft, and that was like motivating to me. I know some people see it as obsessive, but I was like, fuck, that's what I got to do. You know, if I want to make it in anything, I gotta like almost have a sickness, like because that's the people that make it. You know, like an obsessive behavior of I need to be the best. I need to do better. I need to.
You gotta set a goal for yourself.
Yeah, and that's just self-discipline and all that. So I hope you actually that it's good, man. I hope you actually fucking keep going, and because I mean that shit's funny. Like when you're on, I could see it that you could be extremely funny, and I've seen your stuff. It's fucking good. And hopefully you just keep going.
And that's the whole thing. It's like, you know, I think one of the good things that, because I came into comedy late. Like I've already been retired from the military. I've already like done a lot of achievements in my civilian career, and it's like I'm starting a whole new thing. And so it's like, but at the same time, I've already like developed a work ethic. Like I've already developed like the systems. I know how I operate and what I need to do to like motivate myself and to do the things, like sit down and write, or sit down and watch tape, or sit down and like just do the work part. Because my little brain's like, no, that's not fun. Let's just go do a mic, bro. Let's keep running. Fuck it, YOLO. And it's like, no, man, you got a show coming Tuesday. There's people that are buying tickets. Catch me at Nomad Bar next Tuesday. And
your inner voice sounds kind of gay. Just a heads up.
Yeah. Oh, dude. My inner bitch is strong.
It's all like, yeah, bro. Yeah.
My inner bitch is
What is
strong.
that? Who's it?
You would think I'm a tranny.
What was your gay friend's name?
Alexa. Or no, Dakota.
Dakota. I was like, that sounded like a little Dakota-ish.
Bro, my inner bitch is so strong. Like I wake up
Edgar
first
James
thing,
Hoover over here. Do you know?
5:30, my alarm's going off, and it's like, girl, it is too early. No fucking way.
They're doing
You just went to sleep. Yeah, I am, dude. Yeah, you know.
So you're still working full time and doing comedy at night.
Yeah,
and you're retired. So
Yeah,
damn.
from
So
the
you're
Army.
hustling. I like that, man. I respect that.
You know, that's what it is. Like I feel like a shark. Like I have to keep swimming. If I get stationary too long,
So you're done.
you get complacent. You sink. Like you got to keep doing the thing, and like that's where, you know, prostitutes are great because I don't have a lot of time for dating. You know what I mean? And
I thought you were talking about the hustle. I was like, yeah, they do hustle.
you know, they and I appreciate a girl with a good hustle, that, you know, respect for the game. And it's sex work's real work, especially if I'm paying. This is a full-time job. And you know, but that's the thing. It's like I don't take days off either. Like I don't go on dates. I don't ask women out. Like I have a goal, and I know what that path is going to be like. Oh, I need to go on dates. I need to do this. Is a distraction from where I'm trying to get to. When I get where I'm going, hey, when I'm fluffy, the bitches will come to me. You know?
Hell yeah.
Like, but until then,
shit, I got a girlfriend and a wife on the side and all kinds of shit. I'm married, so I don't give a shit about any of that either. I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to bang trannies. And see where that goes. And
Aren't we all?
No, I know. No, but it does take a certain personality to be successful. And I'm the same way. I'm like, when I get driven into something, like when I'm focused on something, I get obsessive about it. And I'm hoping that'll get me there. But fuck, I mean, there's a lot of work to it. So who knows if anybody will ever get there.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of sacrifice we have to do.
at least all you can do is try. And then and hold your head up high and,
well,
you know, bang some hookers and see where it goes.
Teddy Roosevelt, man in the arena, right? You know, everyone wants to laugh at the dude in the arena when he fails, but at least he's in there fucking dying trying to do something. You know, those people in the fucking stands, what are you doing? Nothing.
Cowards.
It's just like the keyboard
Cowards.
warriors. The keyboard warrior, like, oh, look at your shit sucks. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, I've
You're out
had
there
some
jerking
fun.
off to fucking nonsense.
I've had some fun with that. That's been awesome on Reddit. I found Reddit thanks to Kill Tony.
Ah, dude, Reddit sucks.
Holy shit, the trolls.
It's like a leftist wet dream.
Have you been to
Good
the
porn,
Kill,
though. Good
Have
porn.
you been to the Kill Tony Reddit?
No.
Whoa. The holy shit. Like, these people call themselves fans, and they just tear down every single thing that happens. And it is, I'm like, wow, this is how you build yourself up. By like tearing down the people
They're all
that are
negative, man.
actually
It's
trying to do something.
Negativity.
Yeah, it's
like-
just, they thrive off of
I
that.
tell you what, you get better when you get all the negativity out of your life.
Yeah.
It's like a, what is it?
Get all positive, get all the
Stan's
negative.
dad when he's a troll in South Park, where he's just like, yeah, he turns into like an actual troll. And yeah, they thrive on that. I mean, everybody wants to shit on the people trying to do something. Nobody, but the thing is like, why don't you do it? And they always say, I could do it better. Well, show me.
you can try.
Show
Open
me.
mic next week.
I know.
Come on now.
Yeah. But I mean, fuck, we've been at it for a while, so let's go ahead and you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
What do you
Where
want
can
to
we
say
find you
before
at?
you?
Spearwan Studios on Instagram. That's SPERWAN Studios on YouTube and Instagram, and Brendan Mahaney on Facebook. I'm all open and stuff. You can follow me. Yeah.
I'm glad you spelled it out because people that watch us can't spell.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
BREN.
Yeah, when somebody was like, "Why are you spelling it this way?"
I know, what are you? 9004. What is it? What is this? Mike Jones over here?
And
Mike Jones.
everyone always asks, like, where did the Spearwan come from? What is
Okay, tell us
Spearwan?
that. We need to know that before you.
Real quick, so Spearwan Gar is where I was stationed in Afghanistan, and so
You're thinking about the Afghan boy, ain't you?
Well, I asked the interpreter, like,
What is it called?
What does this mean? Because I didn't speak Pashto. I only spoke Dari, and Spearwan Gar is a Pashto word. And I was like, what does that mean? And he's like, cursed mountain area.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, word. He's like, yes, very bad place, very bad place. I'm like, cool, that's where we're going. Oh, no. Like, yeah, come on, get in the truck. And so I'm like, cool, I live at the Cursed Mountain area. So I started off as like Cursed Mountain Studios, and then I just changed it over to Spearwan. Originally, I wanted to do a thing with like my brothers from Afghanistan, but then when we pulled out in 2020, like everything just... And I just kept Spearwan Studios. And so everybody who knows, Canadians, what's up? You know all about Spearwan Gar.
Blame Canada.
Yeah.
That's all those goddamn Canucks. I ain't your buddy, guy.
We're not your guy, Win.
Not your
But with that
friend,
being
buddy.
said, man, Brandon, thank you so much for being here tonight, man. We
Thank you.
really appreciate you being here and giving us your time. And with that said, thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. And make sure to get the greatest from Samurai Blitz. Until then, leave it in the comments. See you on the next one, guys.
Peace. I didn't even know.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Oh, you said that on the thing. Wu-Tang's for the kids. Dude, Wu-Tang's for the kids. But Wu-Tang's for the kids is a terrible fucking... I've seen... Oh, shit. They're the most...